Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. Here's Mecole Hardman. And just shutting him off there. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had a share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, a 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. A run by Pacheco on second down.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Pacheco once more, and this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to the Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
3rd and 12. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Mahomes now to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Purdy now on second down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Trent McDuffie.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Ray McCloud to return. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Nick Bolton,
his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that, and they get one again.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eye lag. It's dropped at the 1. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from a yard out. And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as they get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
George Karlaftis
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up. Second and a bundle.
Now Purdy. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here as is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Breaks a tackle. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
To throw is Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Purdy's throw there taken in by Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at these calls. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that